Hello everybody, it's Andrew Hutchings here, and this is another video on school and how you can do better in it with less effort, because that's the key. It's being able to put as little effort in as possible and get good results. So it's really not that complicated. Instead of spending a ton of time studying or a ton of time working on something or whatever you're doing, make sure that your brain is working its best. And only when your brain is at like 99 or 100% optimal efficiency do you work on stuff. You don't just work on stuff all night while your brain is half working. It's stupid. It's a waste of time. Go to sleep, wake up, eat breakfast, relax, and when you're feeling optimal, do the work, study, do this, whatever it is, just do it. You'll do so much better. You'll do it so much faster, so much easier. But if you don't sleep well and you don't eat well and you don't exercise and you pick the wrong times of the day, it's going to take you way more time and you're going to get worse results. I remember back when I was like 18, 19, when I first started university, that I would stay up like all night sometimes studying or preparing for something, and then my brain would be fried the day of the exam or the lab practical or whatever it was, and I would make stupid mistakes and I'd screw up. Yes, if you've never seen the material before, you definitely need to at least see it, because if you've literally never seen it before, it means that you're just going to have to straight up guess. But if you've seen it before, you've already been exposed to it, just quickly brush up. Don't spend much time, but make sure your brain is at its optimal functioning. Really, it's as simple as it is. Stop wasting your time when your brain isn't working as good as it could be. I hate doing schoolwork when my brain is not optimal. I just won't do it. I'll do something else. Because I don't want to spend 2 times as much time. I don't want to spend 20% extra time. I don't want to get 10% less quality of my whatever I'm doing. I want optimal quality in the least amount of time. And it benefits you so much, because then you get so much more time in your life. And the thing is, when you have more time, you sleep more, your brain works better, you do things faster. But it works the other way too. If you fall behind on what you're doing and then you stay up all night to try to study for it and you sleep shitty, then you do bad. Or say it's not a test, say it's a big long assignment and you're working on it real long, so you stay up late, then you wake up, you only got 3 hours of sleep, and it's going to take you way more time, and then you're going to have to stay up late again because you can't get it done sooner because your brain's not working as good. Make sure, you don't want to get stuck in that cycle of lack of sleep. That's a killer for people. I mean, not literally, but screws them up a lot, because they will stay up late studying, and then their brain doesn't work as good, and it takes them much longer to do things the next day, meaning they have to stay up late again. And once again, the next day, their brain doesn't work as good, takes them too long to do things, and once again, they have to stay up late. Get out of that cycle as fast as you can. Get at least 7.5 hours of sleep a night, if not 8 or 9. I mean, really, it's awesome when you just get 9 hours of sleep at night. Optimally, it's awesome. I love online school because I can generally wake up whenever. But yeah, it's a lot more difficult to get 9 hours of sleep at night if you gotta wake up at like 7 a.m. and drive an hour to school or something. But yeah, make sure you're getting enough sleep. Make sure you're getting enough water. Make sure you're getting enough food, movement. Everything that goes into making your brain work. Because even, say you do everything perfect, but you haven't eaten. I mean, if you're used to not eating, you'd be okay, but say you're used to eating like a normal person, and you haven't eaten in 7 hours, or you've like barely had anything, your brain's going to be depleted of catecholamines, like dopamine, norepinephrine, and also low blood sugar. Your brain uses sugar for energy. So not only is it not going to have the molecules that cause the good firing of things, it's just not going to have the energy to do any work. See, I want to get sugar and protein. Proteins get broken down to amino acids. Amino acids get used to make things like dopamine, norepinephrine, serotonin. The sugar, yeah. Then carbohydrates too get broken down to sugar. They go into your blood, go into your brain, get used for energy. But sleep, that's really key. I mean, when I was younger, in high school, I actually got straight A's always for everything, got super great GPA. I cared a lot about my grades. I wanted to be able to get into a good college, even though I wanted to not spend any money on it. I was going to just like go to community college because I didn't know anything about college when I was in high school, besides that I needed to get good grades and be able to go to college, or else I thought that I wouldn't be able to get any money in life. I mean, actually, it could have been a lot better if I just like joined the police right out of high school. But yeah, I went to college because I'm a scientist, and that's where you go to learn more science. You go to university. But yeah, when I was younger in high school, I forget what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the day before exams, I wouldn't study for them. I'd go to the gym, walk around, relax, and get my body into good tune and everything. It's like in my previous video, I talk about how I just waste time before exams, and I'm late to exams all the time. I just walk around, or I'll do something, or it's because stress also impairs your judgment. Stress will make you second guess yourself. It'll make you get stuck, indecisive. It makes you make errors. You don't want stress. You want to be calm. You want to just, like, imagine it's a Sunday. You slept as long as you wanted. You wake up, you're all relaxed. You just casually eat, and you're feeling perfect and great and relaxed, and you just like leisurely go do whatever. That's how you should be. But obviously, you don't want to be like lethargic. So it's good to like get outside in the sunlight, walk around a bit, maybe go to the gym. Yeah. Moral of the story is make sure your brain is working as good as it can, or else it's going to take you too much time to do things, and you're not going to do them as good as you can. And you can also get stuck in that lack of sleep cycle, where the lack of sleep makes your brain not work as good, makes it take you longer to do things, which means you have less time for sleeping, which once again means your brain can't work well, and it takes you longer to do things, and once again you get less time sleeping. Don't want that. Anything else I could tell you? I highly suggest going to the gym and exercising. That's very good for your brain. I mean, it even causes actual changes to the brain and prevents damage and helps heal it from certain things. But in the context of school, it just helps its performance. So yeah, sleep, water, food, exercise, lack of stress. Oh yeah, you can hire me for training, advice, consultations, plans, etc. I mean, not the best lighting and angle, but yeah, you can hire me for the same stuff for diet, same stuff for supplements, but you can't hire me for medical advice. I know you'd love to, but I don't want legal trouble, and it's illegal because I'm not a licensed physician. I can't give you medical advice, but what I can do is I can find the information which exists, and if it doesn't exist, I can come up with theories on things, and I can consolidate it, and then I can present it to you so that you can look at all the information that's available on a topic in a way that you can easily digest and understand it, and you can make your own best, most informed decisions. Because how can you make good decisions when you don't know about the stuff? Like, I'm not a football person. I can't make a decision about what would be a good football strategy for winning a game. But if I knew someone who's a super good football player, person, whatever, I would be like, hey, can you uh, translate it into terms that I'll understand and give it to me, and then I can like organize my football team to do good. Uh, that's what I can do with the science, the medical stuff for you. I'm the expert. I take it in, translate it into how you'll understand it. I'm not saying you're dumb or something. Just like with me in football, I don't know. I don't even know what to call the different things because just like you don't know, or I don't know who you are exactly, but you may not know certain like terminology or things or understand certain kinds of tests, what it means when they get certain kinds of results. And I'll make sure that you can understand that and that you can understand the bottom line because that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. At the end of the day, that's what matters. But things aren't always they're never black and white, so yeah. But yes, I can consolidate the medical information, give it to you along with my opinion. But I can't give you medical advice. That's why I have to go to medical school to get a medical degree, to get licensed to legally work as a licensed physician. And then I can give you medical advice instead of consolidating medical information. And then I'll also be able to prescribe medications, which it sucks that I can't do that right now. And I'll also be able to have the resources of a hospital if they don't fire me for freedom of speech, because hospitals nowadays, you're not allowed to speak freely. Science is very censored. They don't like science anymore, at least here in the United States. They like ideology. No longer is the truth what's important to these, I don't know what to call them, these academic type people. It's just all about having their ideology and finding the science to back it up, and hiding the science that shows that it isn't actually supported. It's sad because they really manipulate things so much. Like, you could research a topic and you would think that you're looking at all the evidence on it, but really they're hiding everything that says the opposite thing, and they're only showing you studies that were done in specific ways to manipulate the results to get very unusual outcomes. Because people out there don't like the truth for various different reasons. And it sucks because science is all about learning the truth of the physical world and our human body and everything. It's not about beliefs or ideologies. It's about learning actuality, what's really going on. Well, yeah, check out my Instagram, natural_true_fitness. My website, andrewhutchings.org, which I will quickly finish up after I finish my school stuff this week, after I finish up my other personal life stuff. And you will not see me in this house for a long time in a couple weeks, because I will be like 6,000 miles away. So I'm getting ready for that. And yeah, click like, subscribe, leave a comment, help me out. Maybe someday I'll make enough money off YouTube that I can just dedicate myself to scientific research that I find interesting, and I could share it with you if YouTube wouldn't take it off, or if it wouldn't get me killed or something. I mean, people really don't like the free spread of information. So yeah.